Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there and just hammering it home.
Now here's Booker. And Booker throws it down.
This is the confidence Booker has in himself. He feels like no one can guard him, and he's probably right.
Screen by Duncan. Here's Leonard. Whoa, with a block. We play just over a minute here in the first. Offline with his three.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Leonard, that's for two. Out to the right wing. Here's Novak. Tim Duncan grabs the miss. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And how about the strength from the big fella? Duncan just out-muscling the defense and finishing through the contact.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Here's Giddey. And it's Malone with the rebound. Booker looking around. Pass to Duncan. Hits the three-point bomb. Duncan's got 6.
It's rare that you see this from Duncan, so you know he had to really like the shot.
And Giddey gets it to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You gladly take those.
Ingram outside. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Unable to get that one. Outside Tatum. Back to Giddey. Clock at 4. Shoots it up. Tatum's shot is off. And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
56 seconds left in the first. Booker with it. Leonard picks him up. Booker outside. Tipped away. Leonard with the steal. Goes up. The finish. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
Why, such a fiery competitor. He won't back down in the face of adversity.
There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Robinson. Oh, my goodness, the slam.
Love the show of force there from Robinson. When he's deep inside, it is clear for takeoff.
Top of the key, Duncan. Uncovered. And the jumper falls for him. Duncan's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And there's the youth, Wade jumping out of the gym.
Count that one.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Dallas Mavericks up 1. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
Here's Caruso. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist. Caruso's got his first 2 points.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
And it's Wade with the jam.
And how about the leaping ability of Wade? What a finish.
Here's Novak. Back to Tatum. It's over Ingram. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. It's tipped. And stolen by Caruso. Banked in off the glass. Caruso's got 4 points this quarter.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Going inside. And that one is hammered home.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
And so the timeout by Wes Unseld here.
We won't call you. Let's hear it for one of our dancers.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Here's Reeves. Outside Hill. And he drops it in from the low post. Here's Caruso. He has 6. To the paint. And David Robinson pulls it down.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
And the dunk by Robinson.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Now Caruso. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good play.
I know Reeves has been accused of hunting fouls before. Richard, do you see that?
Oh, I don't know if it's all on Reeves. It's just the way the game is played. Great players learn how to put you in position to foul them. The goal of the game is to score, and if that's hunting fouls, then hunt away.
Here's Hill. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And the word you got to use is explosive out there when talking about Grant Hill. He's one of those guys who doesn't wait for the game to come to him. He goes out and just makes things happen.
And so he hits both.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Here's Caruso. Pass to Raja. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Hill up top. Bronx grabs the miss. 54 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Down low. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Here's Reeves. Worthy outside. 32 seconds left in the first half of basketball. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Here's Raja. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop. That thing is over.
Out to Wade. Caruso with the steal. And the foul called on Austin Reeves. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
And it's the Bronx with the ball. They set the pick. And Wagner drives in. Rejected by Ingram. Here's Duncan. And Duncan throws it down.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end.
Wow. A big-time effort for Alex Caruso, providing a lot of energy for the Bronx. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. The Bronx leading by 3. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. To the middle. Here's Raja. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Hartenstein. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Duncan right side. Booker in the corner. Out to Duncan. 4 on the shot clock. For 3. Book it! Devin for 3.
No doubt Booker has tremendous confidence in that jumper. Feels like he can score from anywhere.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. There's the pick. Rejected by Ingram.
The wingspan of Ingram can sneak up on you. He is long.
Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Wall. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, trying to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Back to Thibault. Screen by Hartenstein. And that one's good. Thibault. Thibault's got his second basket of the game.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Booker with it. Defended now by Wagner. And Duncan throws it down.
Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there and just hammering it home.
Here's Wagner. Good, nice job down low. Wagner's got his first basket. 1:07 left to play in the third. Here's Booker. Duncan outside. Bronx grabs the miss. Wagner with it. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And now a 10-point Bronx lead.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Nice ball movement there by the Bronx. He's looking for Hartenstein and finds him. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Hartenstein's got the lead up to 12 now for the Bronx. Here's Booker. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Duncan. And Duncan throws it down hard.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
And those might be the easiest points of the month for him.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. The Bronx on top. They're up by 10. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And here's Wall. Takes it in.
Nice finish.
And you can tell he put a lot of practice into that one. Wall's always ready to break out something slick if he's got the time and space.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That is his first foul of the game. Pass to Giddey. Here is Novak. There's a good screen. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
All with it. Defended now by Wagner. Lays it up off the glass.
And that's too close. When Wall gets a shot that deep inside, it is almost automatic.
Here's Giddey. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on John Wall.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Bronx.
You've got to be impressed with how assertive they are on offense, continuing to cut hard to the rim time and time again.
And all game long, they work the ball inside. It's really worked well for them offensively.
Sinks the triple.
Well, Duncan is a guy who knows how to assert himself offensively. When he likes a look, he does not hold back.
Here's Giddey. Out to Duncan. From downtown, drills the three-pointer. And the Bronx leads by 10.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Here's Giddey. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That'll be his second foul of the game. Bronx making a switch here. Ingram with the steal. Booker outside. Outside, Malone. Back to Booker. Pass to Ingram. 6 on the shot clock. And the rejection by Tatum. Leonard on the wing. Kawhi puts it down hard.
And Leonard makes it look easy. Incredible at getting inside and just finishing with physicality.
Here's Booker. Duncan outside. And stolen by Giddey. Leonard on the wing. Pass to Tatum. Pocket 6. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
They maintained focus all night and along the way put on quite a show.
The opposition had no answer for them. The way they attacked them relentlessly was so impressive, man. That was a good win.
Knocked away. It's stolen by Wall. Here's Ingram. Duncan with the block.
And setting the tone with that rejection. Duncan, the defensive anchor of this team.
Home team foul. Brandon Ingram. Second personal foul.
That one is off.
Josh Giddey. 2 shots.
And the second free throw, good. So no problem for the Bronx as they get the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We've got live NBA basketball headed your way on this fine Wednesday afternoon. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry, our distinguished analyst. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. Here we go. Now Booker. And it's Pittsburgh with a rebound. And so it's Pittsburgh with it. To the paint. McGee in the post. And it's Devin Booker with a rebound. And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Duncan. Pass to Malone. It's stolen away.
The instincts on defense on full display there. It was a gamble for sure, but it paid off big time in the form of a steal.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Pass to McGee. And McGee with the stuff.
Oh, what a dime there from Giannis. Excellent sharing the basketball.
Brent, we've never seen a player like Giannis. How do you stop him? Or how do you at least slow him down?
Well, B.A., there's a reason why I'm over here in a suit and the coaches are over there in their suits. That's their job. And Giannis is just one of those guys you hope is having an off night. Force him into as many jump shots as you possibly can. But inside, Giannis is going to get there and he's going to devastate you.
And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Here's ball. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Pass to Duncan. McGee with it. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
McGee with a steal. Antetokounmpo, left side. No good on the triple.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Pass to Ingram. Drops in the 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Booker. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
I'll tell you, Booker just so slick in there.
The ball's knocked loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Into the lineup for your home team. Number 42.
First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Antetokounmpo. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Giannis has great confidence and he's playing with it here.
Ball for 3. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Oh, Giannis dunks it home.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes.
Oh,
yes, sir!
Oh, my!
Throw that one up top.
What a play. Are you serious? John Wall with the statement. Oh, that's pretty.
Here's ball. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Pittsburgh.
So far, they've had a lot of success off fast break plays, and they'll probably continue to push the tempo as much as possible.
They've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
Here's McGee. And off the front iron, and in it goes. McGee's got 6.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
Robinson. No good there. And it's Pittsburgh's ball. They're on a 16-4 run. And here's Ingram from the arc. Rebounded by Ingram. To the middle. Here's Worthy. Ooh, McGee with the block. Here's Wall. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Pittsburgh going into the break up 12. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play. But this one has been one-sided so far. And what stands out to you from Pittsburgh in this one?
Well, you have to look at the advantage they have in the turnover department. I mean, that's a huge advantage for them in this game.
Yeah, hopefully the opposition can recover because that first quarter defensively was unbelievable, just crippling defense.
And Wall, here we go. No good.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Outside Eason. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Worthy. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Pass to Boozer. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall.
You can trust Wall to find those openings. He's a talented distributor who wouldn't miss that chance.
Here's Roy. Ingram up top. Outside Wall. Counted from distance. Wall's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
And he uses the threat of his drive to open up looks for his jumper. Wall is so skilled as a scorer. Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. And here's Wall. Eason inside. Misses in close. Here's Roy. Offensive rebound. Here's Ingram. Set it up with a fake, but it's offline. Pittsburgh leading by 11. Here's Malone. The layup misses. A minute 42 left to play in the half. Outside Robinson. Down low. Here's Worthy. 6 to shoot. Shots blocked. Pass to Boozer. To the inside. Malone. It's hauled in by Robinson.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Here's Roy. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. From the arc. No luck on that one. 54 seconds left in the second quarter. And the big... finish by Wall.
Getting up and finishing with muscle. Love seeing Wall attack the basket with ferocity.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Pittsburgh leading by 13. Here's Boozer. Pass to Raja. Over to the wing. Outside Wall. Charity stripe shot. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Wall's got 7 points for the quarter.
Nice job breaking down the defense. Wall takes these mid-range J's when the D gives him the chance.
Puts up a deep 3. Sinks it.
Sometimes I feel like it burner in my head. But I did my body, make nobody want me. Do the most I need the more money. Kinja me don't jam me. In the toju mommy. Good energy's all I need. Your favorite pattern. I'm a yaran coming. Oh, you can bank on me. Every song is a bangani. Till eternity. Everything she not vanity. I put body joint for my sanity. Make a little bit calamity. Say I'm in love, the gravity. Jealousy, the jealousy. You see the signs when the line is salary. You won't no be parody. You both no be narrative. You go hierarchy.
From everyone here at 2K, thanks for joining us. We've got a Wednesday afternoon edition of the NBA for you. Alongside Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines.